Fisheries trade and development. Today we will tackle about the marketing environment. Marketing environment comprises all the actors and forces outside the marketing that affect marketing management ability to develop and maintain successful transactions with its target customers. Marketing environment includes the internal and external influences which affect marketing decision making and have an impact on its performance. These figures below shows the situation analysis of the environmental factors affecting the organizations. A good strategic plan requires careful monitoring of the marketing organization's external environment. The external environment represents sources of opportunities and threats. It is important that marketing organizations have a strategy to uncover relevant strategic opportunities and threats early. As threats and opportunities appear, marketing organizations should develop strategies to deal with them. Another problem is that any one time there may appear to be a great many opportunities and threats looming. External factors that affect planning. There are many marketplace changes occurring that marketers cannot control but affect what marketers do. Faced with these environmental uncertainties, successful marketers will be those who recognize the changes that are coming and who make effective adjustments. There are a number of external factors that constitute the external environment. First, we have technology. Helps business grow and prosper, create relationships, strengthen the effectiveness of organizations, and allow people to learn about one another, and greatly affects the way companies communicate with prospective customers. But technology have negative side. Face-to-face communication decrease, hacking and stealing of business data. Modern technology dependency, expensive technologies, modern technology wastage of time, and distraction in working. Next, we have competitors. Competitive analysis focuses on opportunities and threats that may occur because of actual or potential competitive changes in strategy. It starts with identifying current and potential competitors. What criteria can be used to identify a salient set of competitors? If we define our competitors too narrowly, we risk the chance that an identified competitor will take market share away from us without our knowledge. Competition focuses on the wants and needs being satisfied, not the product being produced. In addition to identify a competitor from the perspective of the customer, clear criteria might be the geographic location of competitors, relative size, history, channels of distribution, and common tactics. Legal or ethical factors. Every marketing organization's activities are influenced by ethical and legal factors that establish rules. Nine dairies have paid the state over $2 million to settle the price fixing lawsuit. And the last one is regulatory agencies. State regulatory agencies actively pursue marketing violations of the law. This means that the marketer should not violate the marketing's rules. Next factor is product liability. The courts are increasingly holding seller responsible for the safety of their products. The courts generally hold that the producer of a product is liable for any product's defect that causes injury in the course of normal use. Liability can even result in if a court or a jury decides that the product's design, construction, or operating instructions and safety warnings make the product unreasonably dangerous to use. Next factor is deregulation. Deregulation means the relaxation or the removal of government controls over the industries that were thought to be either natural monopolies such as telephones or essential public services like airlines and trucking. This means that under factor deregulation is that the government have no more controls over this over the market is. Next is consumer protection. Ethics is generally referred to as the set of moral principles or values that guide behavior. There is a general recognition that many, if not most, business decisions involve some ethical judgment. Each party in marketing transaction bring a set of expectations regarding how the business relationship will exist and how transactions should be conducted. This is economic or political issues. Various economic forces influence an organization's ability to compete and consumers' willingness and ability to buy products and services. The economy goes through fluctuations. Two aspects of the economy are consumers' buying power and business cycle. This means that the marketer should be careful on many issues so that he or she can protect his business cycle. Next factor is consumer buying power. A consumer's buying power represents his or her ability to make purchases. The economy affects buying power. For example, if prices decline, consumers have greater buying power. When inflation occurs, consumers have lesser buying power. So the marketer should not make a great changes of the price so that the buying power of the consumer will not be also decline. Next factor is social trends. The social environment includes all factors and trends related to the groups of people, including their number, characteristics, behavior, and growth projections. Trends in the social environment might increase the size of some markets, decrease the size of others, or even help to create new markets. There are two important components of social environment: the demographic environment and the cultural environment. We should be careful with this social trends factor because it, there are so many fake news exposes by the other competitors of market. Demographic changes. Demographics describe the observable characteristic of individuals living in a culture. Physical traits such as gender, race, age, and height. Our economic traits such as income, savings, and net worth. Our occupation-related traits, including education, our, our location-related traits, and our family-related traits such as marital status and number and age of children. Demographic groupings. In addition to understanding general demographic trends, marketing communicators must also recognize demographic groupings that may turn out to be market segments because of their enormous size. similar socio-economic characteristic or shared values. Understanding other cultures around the world. Adjusting to cultural differences is perhaps the most difficult task facing marketing communicators who operate in the other countries. Before entering a foreign market, a company must decide to what extent it is willing to customize its marketing efforts to accommodate each foreign market. Naturally, the more the company standardizes its effort, the less trouble it incurs and the greater the assumed profitability. So the marketers must understand the other cultures and so that they can gain more profit.